Hey guys, Scott Trulock with Trulock Chokes here. We're back at the range this afternoon. Wanted to go over some new chokes that some of you have heard of, some of you may have not, but it's our new 5-step 20 gauge chokes that we came out with here recently. We've showed you a little bit with the 568 5-step in a previous video. Today, I'm going to be shooting the 563 with one of the same loads that we used the 568 with, and we'll compare those side by side after we get done. We're also going to shoot some Longbeard XR lead number 5s just to show you that these chokes are pretty versatile as to what they shoot and shoot very well. And I think I've got some Migra 7.9 stacked loads in here as well to shoot. So let me get set up, stand by, and we'll get the ball rolling. First up, out of Benelli Mobile with our 5-step 563 choke, we've got the Apex GT20. That's an 1 5/8 ounce of number 9s. Let's go see what we got. There you go, 1 5/8 ounce of number 9s, Apex GT20, 563 5-step choke. I was a little bit low and a little bit left, but that turkey don't get no deader than it is right now. I promise you that. That's a great pattern. So we'll flip it around. I'll circle it up, give you a little better idea of what the entire pattern looks like. All right, side-by-side comparison. 563 we just shot. 568 we shot a week or so ago on that last video. Same load, 1 5/8 ounce of number 9s. Very close, almost identical in the 10-inch circle. 332 with the 563, 330 with the 568. It's as you get it further out from the centers where you start to see the difference. On the 563, 452 pellets within a 15-inch circle, 492 within an 18-inch circle, like 80% of a 580 pellet load, something like that. On the 568, you go to the 15, you've got 406, 18 is 428. So a difference of 50 and 70 pellets in the 15 and 18-inch circles, which is how these chokes were designed to work. The 568 is going to still give you a tight middle, but it's going to put more pellets to the fringes of the pattern of your killing zone, within 20 inches anyways. And the 563 is going to keep them more contained towards the center. So if you like tight, 563. If you want something with a little more leeway, 568. Up next, we'll shoot this 563 choke again. We'll shoot some Longbeard XR lead number 5s and show you just how versatile these 5-step chokes are. Stand by. All right, up next we have got Longbeard XR lead number 5s through the 563 5-step. Uh, 563 5-step with Longbeard XR lead number 5s. I shot way high that time. Still got a couple in there that'll kill him, but there's the bulk of your pattern, well within a 10-inch circle. We'll flip this around and circle them up. You'll be able to see that a lot better. But if I'd have shot where I needed to, no question, that's a dead tom turkey. Because it hammered that pretty good. Give us a minute, let me circle them up, we'll show you the backside. So that's what the backside of this pattern looks like. Got 106 pellets within the 10-inch, 163 in the 18, and 173 in the 18-inch circle. And this is I think there's like 210 pellets in this load, so you've got 50%. You've almost got whatever that works out to, 85, 90% almost within an 18-inch circle, and that's out of 563 5-step. So it'll shoot lead as well as tungsten, and shoots it very well. So one thing I wanted to say about that previous pattern with a Longbeard XR lead in particular, it's advertised out to 60 yards, and it'll certainly do so. But what we've seen, and maybe we'll do another video just on that, but what we've seen in the past is we generally get about 50% of the total pattern within a 10-inch with our Longbeard XR chokes. We make them shot size specific in both 12 and 20 gauge. But what we've seen as far as reaching out further than 40 yards, which is where we're at right now, you lose about 10% of the total pattern for every 10 yards you back up. So if we're at 50% in the 10, at 40 yards, you would be at 30% thereabouts at 60 yards. So whatever the math works out to, still plenty of pellets to kill a turkey. There's no question about that. I don't have any number 6s to show you, but that's my preferred 20 gauge lead load is Longbeard XR number 6, not number 5, just because I like the increased pellet count. Up next, through the 563 5-step, Longbeard tungsten 20 gauge. This is 1 ounce and 9/16 of number 9 shot. So a slightly lighter load than that Apex we shot a few minutes ago, but this stuff still shoots very, very well. And this is tungsten, not TSS. This is the new tungsten load from Winchester for this year. All right, 563 5-step Winchester tungsten, number 9, 1 9/16 ounce. Absolutely hammered this thing. I was a little bit left. If that was over 3 or 4 inches, the bird's toast anyways, but it would have really done some damage to him. There's the bulk of your pattern right here. So again, another excellent tungsten load if you're shooting tungsten. So we'll circle these up and show you what the full pattern looks like in just a minute. All right, and last out of the mobile 563 5-step for today anyways is going to be the Migra 20 gauge 7/9 TSS blend. All right, Migra 7/9 blend, 40 yards, mobile 563 5-step. Again, it just smoked this pattern. I almost shot it off the paper, but I got most of it. There may be a few flyers that are gone, but the bulk of it's right here. 312 in the 10-inch circle, 366 inside the 15, and 381 inside the 18. I don't know exactly what the total pellet count in this load is yet. So if anybody knows, they will drop me a line. I'd appreciate the information. But really tight, really tight. That 568 would have put more out here in the fringes. So again, if you don't want tight, that 563 is not for you. The 568 is probably a better option for you. All right, and that's it for the mobile. We're going to shoot Cryo Plus style next out of a 12 gauge. All right, next up we have got a Cryo Plus. Well, this is a retake actually. But my particular Rete Gordian accepts Cryo Plus style choke, so that's what I'm shooting today. A lot of you has asked me about it. I hadn't really gone too deep into it with the 12 gauge yet, but this is a 663 5-step. I've made these so far in 663 and 658 and done some very limited testing. And I like what I'm getting. I need to shoot a bunch more before I say for sure whether I'm gonna put these into production. But if you're interested after watching this video, give me a shout at the shop. I've got very limited numbers that I've made for testing so far. So give me a call if you're interested in getting one. And I'm not shooting the lead sled on this because this damn thing recoils so bad that it was blowing my rail off the top of the gun, stripping out screws, just bad. So I get to absorb all this with my shoulder. Winchester Longbeard Tungsten, number 9, 2 1/4 ounce, out of a 663 5-step. Well, that's promising. There you have it. That's a hot load right there and a very good pattern. I've shot the same out of the 658. It is a little bit tighter. I don't know if it's necessary because that's bad. I mean, that's a great pattern right there. We'll flip this around, circle it up, and show you what the full pattern looks like. But it just absolutely demolished that thing. I mean, there's so many holes stacked on top of each other right there. You couldn't even count them, not easily. We'll see what we can come up with. May not be super accurate because I've got so many just piled on top of each other. All right, Winchester Tungsten, 2 1/4 ounces of number 9, 12 gauge. Just demolished it. That was out of the 663 5-step. That's a Cryo Plus choke. It actually fits my Rete Gordian, so that's what I'm using. But yeah, you can't ask much better than that. 451 pellets in the 10-inch circle, 782 within 15, and 852 within the 18-inch. I don't know. That's got to be close to max pellet count. It ain't far from it. You got some flyers, but I think we probably got almost 100% of this pattern on the paper. You don't have any that disappeared into Never Never Land. I mean, that's 95% of your pattern right here within 18 inches. So yeah, that's a good combination. Winchester Tungsten and a 663 5-step choke. If you're interested in them, give me a shout. We'll shoot another one with this. We'll shoot a Longbeard XR lead number 5 next to that same choke tube. Okay, 663 5-step Longbeard XR lead number 5. Okay, Longbeard XR number 5 out of a Rete with a 663 5-step choke. Not as impressive as a TSS load, but more than enough hits in vital areas to get the job done. This was before tungsten came out. This was my go-to load, and it worked very well. If I did my part, it always did it. So if you like lead, that's one you should look at. All right, Longbeard XR number 5 lead out of a 663 5-step. 124 hits in the 10-inch, 58 in the 15, and 31 in the 18. So that you got a total of 80, whatever the math comes to. I don't know, my brain ain't working right now. 172 within 15 inches, and 204, 203 inside of 18. There ain't a bird alive walking through that, I promise you. Just ain't gonna happen. That was my favorite lead load when I was shooting lead, and we may be going back to it if TSS continues to do what it's doing. But if lead's your thing, go check that out. Longbeard XR always shoots very well. All right, the last gun we're gonna shoot today, Benelli Cryo Plus SBE3 Best. This is the new AI barrel that they've come out with. They got this in 12, 20, and 28, I believe. You guys, some of you have been asking me for chokes for this. I just got the guns a couple weeks ago, and I made a couple of turkey chokes to test. This one that we're going to shoot today is a 590 5-step. I've only pulled the trigger on this twice before, so pretty much everything I do is a learning curve with this gun. But first up, we're going to shoot Longbeard XR number 5, 1.25 ounces through a 590 5-step out of the new Benelli AI barrel. Alrighty. Winchester Longbeard XR lead number 5, 20 gauge out of the Benelli SBE3 Best system. It's the AI barrel they come out with. This is a 590 5-step choke. Very good results out of this thing. So that was 114 in the 10-inch, 163 within 15, and 174 within 18. That's a 210 pellet load, I believe. So 80% or so, 85%, whatever it comes out to. But a really good core on that. That was a good shot, good pattern right there. I'm pleased with that. If you want to shoot lead 20, look at Longbeard. It always works. Very good performing lead load. And that 5-step, that AI 590, I've made just a few of them. And that's just like the 3rd or 4th time I pulled the trigger on this gun. So got a lot more shooting to do. But if you're interested in them, drop me a line. I got no problem making one. All right. So this is the choke we're shooting. You can see it looks identical to what you're used to seeing in a Cryo Plus choke. The difference is this, all the links are basically the same. It's just larger diameters, both inside and outside. to compensate for the overboard barrel on the AI system from Benelli. And next up, well, last, going back to the Winchester tungsten, ounce and 9/16 of number 9 shot. 590 5-step. So a little bit to the right. That opened up a little bit. There's the bulk of your pattern. So not super tight. I had no idea what that was going to do. That was the first time I've shot it. Certainly kill a bird. Not what we're used to seeing out of that ammo. It may be all about the choke constriction, maybe too tight, maybe too open. Really no idea at this point, because I am just getting started with the pattern testing on this stuff, on that gun. Certainly kill a bird. Not a super hot core, but the bulk of your pattern is within 15, 18 inches. So nothing wrong with that at all. All right, so there you have it, guys. Multiple chokes, multiple types of ammunition. All of them 5-step though. That's the commonality. It's something I'm really going to work on here going forward. I think there's definitely something there. We've already got it in the 5-steps in several of the 20 gauge styles: Cryo Plus, Invector Plus, Remington, Winchester, Invector, and Mobile. The first turkey chokes out of the new AI 20 gauge will be 5-step, unless something else shows me that it's better. And I'm going to continue working on the 5-steps for the 12 gauges, which I have a few made now. I've got a handful of Remington, a handful of Cryo Plus. So if that's something you're interested in any of this stuff that we just talked about, give us a shout at the shop. You won't find any of this on our website yet. It's coming soon, just hasn't got on. We'll put a new products page up soon with all this stuff when it becomes available. As far as the ammo, if you guys end up buying any of these chokes, I'd love to see your pattern results. If you want to post them to social media, tag us. If you tag Winchester with any of their ammunition, they may feature you on one of their pages. That's just a deal they do. So feel free to share your results, good, bad, or otherwise. We'll take any data we can get off of them. So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.